What's going on, guys? TalkAstonVilla here, back for another match review, and this is the Aston Villa versus West Ham United match review, finishing at 0-0 at the Boleyn Ground, 3 p.m. kickoff. And really, before I even get into my thoughts, I went to Twitter at TalkAstonVilla. If you want to tweet me anytime after a match, I usually ask to get your thoughts, so I'm including them in the video. Thanks for really getting involved this week. It's great to see that this is picking up again. We have Benjamin at FL3_7CH saying says it all, F and wank. We have Elliot or at Senti AVFC saying it's a joke. Lambert needs to go. Guzan kept us in the game. Lambert's tactics are shocking. We don't look like scoring. So done. I'm assuming he's trying to say at the end. We have Graham or at Graham LFC _ saying West Ham should have won. Interesting perspective. It's probably true. I have talked to West Ham fans, and there is obviously that fact that they probably deserved it. They had the better chances. They just weren't able to capitalize. We were able to get ultimately defenders and just ultimately men right in front of the ball. We're able to block a lot of shots, and Guzan did make some key saves, but I'll go into that later. West Ham News or WHUFC _news says just a frustrating result for a West Ham fan, like I just said before. The villain's voice at the villain's voice, obviously, saying well-deserved and much-needed point against a vibrant, informed side. I guess that's really a big positive you have to take. West Ham, although albeit really they drew last week against Stoke, they came back from 2-0 down at the Britannia Stadium, which isn't easy to do. Stoke's a decent side, I'll give them that. They're a Premier League side, obviously, so they have to be a decent side. And you know what? A point's a point. We're able to frustrate them. We were able to limit them chances really getting at Guzan. Baker, in particular, was my man of the match in that sense. Made so many big blocks. Vlaar played well, deflecting balls away from the net, and just taking that pressure off Guzan, which we haven't been doing for the last 6 or so weeks, and it showed today. It's just really nice to pick up a clean sheet. And to finish it off, we have Sean Whetstone at West Ham Football Club saying Villa set up for a draw and their plan worked. They ultimately parked the bus. So thanks for your interactions. If you want to get in touch, obviously, in another one, be sure to follow me on Twitter at TalkAstonVilla. But really, to get into Sean's point, which I really want to get into right now, we set up for a game plan. I think that's really the first time in 6 weeks that we've set up for a game plan that actually worked. We just were going to ultimately park the bus, maybe take the odd opportunity, be that counter-attacking team that we are without the likes of Benteke or someone like Kozak up front, that big body. And we're just going to use our pace, try to frustrate them, limit the opportunities, or at least block shots from those opportunities. And it worked for most part. Guzan came out with some fantastic saves. One in particular, I think it was in the first 20 minutes. It was literally off the line. Great save. Made some big saves from Andy Carroll when he came on. It was just one of those things that everyone essentially did their job. Obviously, there were some questionable things in the midfield. We gave it around the ball probably too much. Cleverly played all right. Sanchez, I thought, had a better game. He was moving the ball a lot more at a quick tempo, a lot more fluidly, and more accurately, more importantly. Iqbal Lahore, I don't really know how you can assess it. He had ultimately probably our best chance of the game, breaking in around the defender, I think it was Collins, and firing wide, which that has to go on target. We had another chance where I think it was deflected, but it was an offside anyways, and Sanchez could have tapped it in, but obviously offside. But there were some really chances that we just didn't take, and we're still wasteful in that manner. It'll be good to see when Kozak and Benteke come back, if really that will change it up. We just need that big body presence up front, and Vyman ultimately doesn't present that, nor does Iqbal Lahore, obviously. So it'll be interesting to see how we go forward, but obviously international breaks next week, the dreaded international break. So be sure to please go check out the front three. We'll hopefully have some England stuff on there for next week. Check out there for more videos. Check out my channel. Comment below your thoughts on the game. West Ham fans, are you happy? Villa fans, are you happy, sad, whatever? Like this video. Subscribe today to get more of my content, and I'll speak to you guys later. Ta-da.